And yeah. And yep. Exactly what I thought. Not really, but kind of a weird playoff seating we have right here. And yeah, the Jets still suck. I can tell you that for a fact. How's it going, guys? It is MWT back here with a playoff prediction video. This one is the NFL playoff prediction video. I'm making this right now just because I thought, hey, why not? We have a chance right here to do something. You know, this would be a great idea to give my thoughts on what's going to happen in the NFL playoffs right now. And I've actually made my bracket. I've made my bracket already, but the one thing I couldn't do was predict the scores. I could predict games, but I couldn't predict the score. But I'm going to give you what I believe is going to happen in these playoffs. But first, I need you to subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on and like the video if you did enjoy it, which I believe you will enjoy because this is going to be pretty interesting. So, let's talk about the division winners for each conference. We're going to talk about the division winners and the wild cards. So, first, the San Francisco 49ers control the first seed. They beat the Seattle Seahawks, so they control the first seed while the Seahawks control the fifth seed. That's how that will work. That's really interesting. It's interesting in the fact that we'll get to that later. Second, the Green Bay Packers get a bye week. Okay, the Minnesota Vikings control the sixth seed now, which is pretty interesting. Now, the third and fourth seed, New Orleans controls the third seed. The Philadelphia Eagles got the fourth seed. I wanted the Dallas Cowboys to actually get into the playoffs just so they can lose in the first round. Because they got to face off against the Seahawks. But the Eagles. Wow. That's the NFC. Now, the AFC is much different in the fact that the Baltimore Ravens went 14-2 this season. They went 14-2. They control the first seed. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs control the second seed at 12-4. Third seed belongs to the New England Patriots, which means that the fifth seed belongs to the Buffalo Bills. For the fourth seed, the Texans. Houston Texans control the fourth seed, which means the Tennessee Titans control the sixth seed. That's how that played out. Now, playoff predictions. There's a couple upsets. Well, upsets in the fact that, we'll see this coming. But I firmly believe in these upsets. I firmly believe in them. I think it's going to be interesting what happens. So, let's get into this by starting in the AFC. We're going to start in the AFC. So, the first round, the wild card round, we'll start with, we have two rounds. Titans at Foxboro against the Patriots. And the Buffalo Bills at Houston versus the Texans. I believe that in Foxboro, the New England Patriots will beat the Tennessee Titans. I don't know the score, actually. I'm trying to come up with a score. I'm thinking, maybe 20 to, 17. It'll be close. I'll actually take it one step further and say 24-17. That's what I believe will be the final score. If not, it would be closer to that 20-17 range. The Patriots' defense is too much for any one team to handle. They have the best defense. It's that offense. That offense has got to get going. And I think when you're at Foxboro, I think you can do it. So as long as they hold on to that, I think they have a chance. As long as their wide receivers can catch. Now, Buffalo Bills at Houston against the Texans. This is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be interesting. You have a new team in Buffalo. They're coming in, and and then you're against the Houston Texans, which, honestly, last year that was pretty interesting, right, at the end of the season. Now, I actually am picking the Buffalo Bills to win this game. I'm going to pick the Buffalo Bills. Score, it's really going to be close, actually. I think that this game might go to overtime, honestly, to be honest with you. 27-24, my final score. Buffalo wins. Now, the divisional round. First, Ravens versus Buffalo. I believe it's no question that the Ravens are going to the AFC Conference Championship. I, no doubt, believe that. So, the Ravens will win this game. Let's see. Maybe 34-17, 34-14. Because that Ravens defense is very lethal as well. It's very lethal. And when you got a talent like Lamar Jackson, not only be able to run it, but being able to throw the football now. And, playing like Michael Vick, but even better. Honestly, I believe the Ravens will win this game single-handed. There will be no doubt they'll win this game. They'll probably have to throw in their second-string quarterback in the fourth quarter. Now, Chiefs versus Patriots in Arrowhead. This is going to be Patrick Mahomes' revenge game. Because I believe the Kansas City Chiefs will demolish the New England Patriots 28-17. If not, it'll be something like 28-11. Or maybe it could be 28-14. 31-14. But all I know is that Patrick Mahomes is coming for revenge. He is tired. He's sick and tired that he got beat in the playoffs last year by Tom Brady and technically the refs. And I will admit that because that was atrocious last year. Kansas should have made the Super Bowl. Now, even though the Patriots won. Now, Ravens versus Chiefs at Baltimore. This, I firmly believe, will be like last year. It'll be a close match. Will it go to overtime? I'm not sure. But 38-35 in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. They will send the Kansas City Chiefs packing. Which means the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl as the first seed. Now, let's go over to the NFC because that is very important that we get all this done as well. Because interestingly enough, there's a lot that could happen in the NFC. First, Saints versus Vikings. I firmly believe, no doubt, that the Saints will demolish the Vikings in the Superdome. They will destroy the Minnesota Vikings in the Superdome. What do I think the final score is going to be? It could be, 38-21. That's what I believe. I would actually favor 38-20. Now, Philadelphia versus the Seattle Seahawks, a 4th seed versus a 5th seed. We all know that whoever comes out of the NFC East is getting destroyed in the first round. Pretty much Carson Wentz has no help. Now, against the Seattle Seahawks, honestly, I firmly believe it'll be close, actually. I'm saying 23-20. 23-20 in favor of the Seattle Seahawks. And they'll move on to the next round. The divisional round. First game we're going to talk about is Green Bay taking on the New Orleans Saints. Sean Payton and Drew Brees versus Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur. LaFleur, as Stephen A. Smith likes to say it. LaFleur. So, a rookie head coach versus a seasoned veteran head coach. And one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen versus one of the clutchest quarterbacks we've ever seen. Who do I think is going to win this game? The New Orleans Saints. Honestly, that's pretty much what I firmly believe in. 31-20. to 27 in favor of the New Orleans Saints. They'll beat the Green Bay Packers in Wisconsin. Now, this divisional game is very important. You got the 49ers, first seed, facing off against the 5th seed Seattle Seahawks. Oh, we are in for a game, ladies and gentlemen. 49ers versus Seahawks. This would be a dream come true. This would be a dream come true if this playoff bracket played out like this. Because the Seattle Seahawks will go to the 49ers stadium and they will lose. I'm sorry. 49ers are winning this game. They will win this game. Score, I don't know, 27-21. I believe 27-21. If not, it'll be something like 31-24. 31-24 in favor of the 49ers. But that's because the Seattle Seahawks, normally, most of their games, they'll lose. It'll be by a one-score touchdown or by a field goal. So, and it'll be close, but they'll try to make a comeback. They'll have a very good last drive, but I believe it'll come up short. Or we could see a last drive where the Seattle Seahawks let beast mode go wild and try to force overtime. But I firmly believe the 49ers are winning this game. So you have a matchup in San Francisco. 49ers versus the New Orleans Saints. No Superdome. No nothing for the Saints. They have purely a disadvantage against Jimmy Garoppolo and that defense. But this game, I believe, will go to overtime. I think it will go to overtime. It's going to be a high-scoring game. In my opinion, this game will favor the 49ers. 44-38. 44-38, the final score. The 49ers advance to the Super Bowl, which is playing in Miami. Honestly, you should invite all the teams that really did so bad this season, like Miami, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Giants, the Cowboys. You can even invite. Also invite the Jets, because take note of this game: the Baltimore Ravens versus the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl. 49ers going for their sixth franchise Super Bowl win, and the Ravens seeking another Super Bowl win with a not rookie quarterback, but a very young quarterback who I believe is going to be the most valuable player. But I think this Super Bowl will play out like Denver versus Carolina. And yes, I said it. Denver versus Carolina. If you remember in Super Bowl 50, Cam Newton was sort of like the Carolina Panthers were favored over Peyton Manning. And they just couldn't do it. And Cam Newton wore Von Miller as his jacket. So I think that this game will end up being like Super Bowl 50 for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore is Carolina in this case. But do I think it's going to be that atrocious where they're going to be having bad snaps? Honestly, no. No, honestly not. I think this is going to be a good game. I'm actually going to watch the Super Bowl this year because I firmly believe that it's going to be an awesome night. Final score: 21-27. 27 points scored by the San Francisco 49ers. They will win the Super Bowl 27-21 in regulation. That'll be it. But Lamar Jackson will still win MVP. Honestly, the 49ers, they're having a great season. I just honestly think that there is so much to look forward to when it comes to the Super Bowl. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So make sure, you subscribe, like the video, turn on post notifications when you subscribe, because that means you'll get all the updates and content for this channel. And, well, that's it from me. So if you agree, tell me in the comment section. If you don't, well, let me know. See ya.